Yup. If one more label try to stop me.
Guys, I'm back with How to Get Away with Murder. The present time. Fire. Annalise in jail. Laurel in a hospital. Dead man in the fiery house. Who is it? Okay, we know it's not Asher. We know it's not Wes, because we know that Wes is going to the New York police in order to turn state's evidence on Annalise. We assume. I'm thinking that it's Annalise, but some part of me feels like if it's not Annalise, it's Bonnie, even though Annalise is the one in jail. But that doesn't mean that he put her. I don't know, y'all. I'm hoping that it's not him, y'all. I'm in denial. Okay, I feel like I'm not putting the pieces together as to why from one week to another Wes would decide to go to the police and turn in evidence on Annalise. And really all she's done is hide shit to protect them. It's not like she's actually done anything or killed anybody. Bonnie killed somebody. Okay, when Bonnie killed Rebecca, that was her. Okay, your boy killed Sam. Asher killed that lawyer lady. Who else, y'all? Who else killed somebody? Okay, Wes killed Sam. All right, like she ain't killed nobody. So why the fuck she the one in somebody's jail? I don't know. Okay, and I am bothered by it. But either way, it can only be one or two people, and it's starting to become clear who probably is dead in that house, and it's probably Frank, but we're gonna get into it. 1 week before that, Laurel's in her apartment. Frank just popped up talking about, oh, words you love Wes, really? Really, like a brother, you mean, bitch? You don't really love him, right? Like, he all jealous and shit. Then he started getting teary-eyed and starting to cry. And y'all, I don't like this illusion, not cool, unstable, no beard having Frank. I don't like it, okay? I want the beard back. I want the calm back. I want the suave and the bananas back, okay? I need old Frank back. This is just not cool having him all like whiny and shit. Like, it's just really annoying me. Either way, Bonnie and Annalise are on the phone and they call Laurel and they ask is he, if he's there, and she says he is, but she's safe. And basically, Annalise is like, tell him stay the fuck away from my house or I'm gonna bust a cap in his ass. Real old school like, because I was in my 20s and the 90s. I will kill him. Tell him that. And he's about to run out the house and go run and talk to Annalise, and then Laurel screams out, she's gonna kill you, Frank. She's gonna kill you. And now he has to stay at Laurel's place, and this is totally uncomfortable, and I wonder how Wes is gonna feel about that. Because Charles Mahoney now has an alibi, our boy Wes is being called to the stand. Okay, he got subpoenaed in order to say on the stand that he saw Charles Mahoney. Okay, and they're basically going to get his whole testimony thrown out, and then he's probably going to get investigated, why he lied, who he actually is, why he was on that street, all the real shit that's actually going on here. So now they have to prove that Charles Mahoney's alibi is a lie. I don't know how we know this, but it is. So we're going to use Frank. Wes is not feeling good about this and is kind of pissed off about it because he feels like this is going to put Frank back in Annalise's good graces, but he has absolutely no idea how fucking mad and hurt Annalise is about Frank being the cause of her losing her baby. She is definitely feeling some type of way, but they still need him to do his Frank type shit. So they send him to follow Charles Mahoney's lawyer so that they can try to find a hole in his alibi. Okay, following her leads him to Lisa. Okay, Lisa is the woman that gave him the money back in the day. Okay, she used to work for the Mahoney family back then when Charles was first accused of killing his fiance. Remember, that's how Annalise and Wes' mom met, because Wes' mom was the witness that was gonna prove that Charles showed up back at the office after he killed the all bloody and shit or something like that. Either way, she was the evidence. Okay, he obviously remembers her. He slept with her. She gave him money to tell her and the Mahonies where Annalise was gonna be, so that the car ran into her and killed her baby, and that was enough for her to back off of the case. Okay, so that is basically how that all went down. So, President Lissette, okay, got served with divorce papers. I know last episode, she said that her and her husband were working it out. But no, he is filing those papers on her and wants full custody, and she can only see the kids 2 or 3 times a month, I think, in supervised visits. That's fucked up. And basically, she can't even really fight it because when the situation first happened, she pleaded guilty to endangerment of a child, and she did that in order to keep it from going public so that her job wouldn't find out, so that she wouldn't lose her fucking career over one mistake. Okay, we've all been there. Hi, Annalise. Yes, we have. Okay, so this case is very hard, and Annalise put her in contact with a good lawyer, but apparently that good lawyer is not going to be able to take this case under, you know, the circumstances of her, you know, pleading guilty to the endangerment. So Annalise says she'll look for a loophole. She comes back at the end of the episode and tells her that not only will she take the case, but she's going to have to appeal that guilty plea in order to get rights to see her children, in order to fight this, because she has to fight. Okay, her kids need to know that their mom is going to fight for them, not just roll over and take 2 visits a month supervised. What the fuck is that? Okay, like, they didn't actually die, they didn't lose a limb, like, you know, they weren't starving, they weren't freezing cold. Like, yeah, he ran into the street, that's fucked up, that's endangerment, yeah, but I don't think you should have to have somebody with you for the rest of the time that you see your kids. Like, that's just fucking ridiculous at this point. If she's getting her shit together, then they should give her a chance to actually be there for her kids in a real way besides that, because that's fucked up. So I'm glad Annalise is taking the case, okay, and this should put her in good standing with that university, hopefully. So when they called the crew over to ask them for help with the whole Lil West situation, Connor and Michaela are like, fuck this, we're not doing this. Asher sticks behind to help because it's West and he feels like he's obligated to do that, and they helped him when he killed old girl, okay? I'm just saying, okay? But they decide the best way to help is for Laurel and West to go get his medical records. Remember, because he was in the hospital a couple of months back, I think it was Annalise that put him there, or somebody, it was court ordered or some shit like that, but because I forgot, y'all, I'm so sorry, I didn't feel like going back to remember. But he had a psych eval. He was in there for a couple of days or some shit like that. I think it was right after Sam first got killed or after Rebecca got killed. Either way, it was right after something like that, and he went into the hospital. And if he goes and gets those records and takes them to Charles Mahoney's lawyer, it can prove that he needs a psych eval in order to actually stand, you know, to testify, to prove that he's mentally competent. So this is going to take time, and they need more time. So this is what they do. They go and get the medical records. While they're there, Maggie's there and sees West all hugged up with Laurel, and she like, oh no you didn't. So it was her, huh? And he can't explain, and Laurel tries to say something, but she's like, oh bitch, no. Don't you dare, okay? And Laurel walks away, and Maggie is just like, please, just get the fuck out of my face. Like, you ain't shit. And it's like, you really can't explain that, bitch, we've murdered people together. This is... I can't share that with you, and I don't want to fuck you up like that. She's already fucked up. I've already fucked her. Come on, man. Tell me you understand, but he can't do that. So he just got to take the L. It is what it is. So I told you that Frank found that lady Lisa. Come to find out, Lisa has a kid, okay? He is following her, and Annalise tells him no more bloodshed, okay? No more bloodshed. Don't touch the girl. Don't touch the little girl. Just follow. Stay cool. Don't do nothing fucking stupid, please. Oliver and Connor had sex last episode, so they're trying at it again, but they're not really, okay? Because the first time they have an argument, it's basically kaputs. So Oliver is having a hard time dealing with the fact that he is not in the loop on what's going on with Wes, and Connor is not trying to fuck with it, so he's trying to keep himself and keep Oliver out of it. But Oliver doesn't seem to understand that it's really not Connor's place to put him in it if he's not trying to help. And Oliver wants to help. And Oliver's main issue with Connor from jump seems, now we didn't know this, but now it seems to be the fact that he hasn't been 100% with Oliver. And Connor feels like, fuck all of that. I sit up there and let you cry on my shoulder after you played the fuck out of me for another dude. And you mean to tell me it's because I'm not telling you about somebody else's fucking problem? Are you serious? And Oliver basically tells him that he's damaged. Like, you're a damaged individual who every time you have a problem somewhere else in your life, you come run and hold me like a security blanket. And that's some fucked up shit. And Connor felt some type of way about it. Oliver ended up feeling bad about what he said, but yeah, Connor went to Michaela's and was like, I hate him. And It's obvious that they ain't making love no more. I had to get it up there. I couldn't fake it. We ain't even trying to change. Tell me how it slips away. Will it ever stay the same? I'm not gonna do it, y'all. I could do it, but I'm not gonna do it, y'all. That's my shit. Shout out to Drew Hill. So, Frank is in Lisa's house, okay? He's snooping around, taking pictures of shit, and then she comes home. He's on the phone with Bonnie and Annalise, and Annalise says, hey, you do something to that fucking lady, and I'm gonna send the police right to you. Don't do anything stupid. So he hides. He hides until they fall asleep, and then he sneaks out. And Bonnie tells him to go back inside and kill her. But Annalise comes in, and she was about to have a relapse. She went to the corner store to get some liquor, but decided to get some food and a burner phone instead. She gives the burner phone to Bonnie. Laurel goes and talks to Nate. Bonnie gives the burner phone to some, I'm guessing some PO, some guy that works in the prison where Charles Mahoney is being held. He gives the phone to Charles Mahoney. Then Frank, already in Lisa's house, picks up the phone, calls the burner cell, and now they have record of Lisa, who is supposed to be the alibi for Charles Mahoney, calling him to corroborate their stories while he's in jail. Now, when Wes goes to testify, after he got, the okay from the psyche valve that he was fit to, testify, he gets out there and he actually has backup when he says that he saw Charles Mahoney. He doesn't just have to say he saw someone that looks like Charles. He can say he saw Charles because now they have the evidence that this so-called alibi may have been somebody that the Mahonies paid to be an alibi. And that's exactly what she is. They're not, they don't exactly know where Charles was, but they know that she's the fixer for the family. So yeah, one for Annalise yet again. So Michaela and Asher kind of have a heart-to-heart because he wants to know why she's being so cold-hearted and not wanting to help Wes. And she's basically like, look, I know you had a family that loved you and shit. That's why you care. But I didn't have that, and that's why I don't care. And he like, first of all, my parents weren't exactly warm and fluffy. Okay, so let's not even go there. And she just basically says that her family forced her to be selfish, and she's worrying about herself right now because whenever she worries about somebody else, she ends up getting fucked in the end. And I don't actually feels like, she's wrong. I don't feel like she's wrong at all. If she wants to stay out of that bullshit, then she should definitely stay out of that bullshit. I feel like we're being made to feel like they should be involved, but really, no, they shouldn't. If they don't want to do any more illegal shit to cover up any more murders, thank God. Somebody's learning the lesson. So Annalise finally gets a chance to confront Frank's ass. He's in the house waiting for her. And she basically says, like, you made me take care of you. You made me, bring you close to me. You watch my marriage fall apart. You watch me blame myself for losing my baby. And now you want me to forgive you? Like, are you fucking kidding me? She is flipping out and the tears and snot are rolling. And y'all know she's doing her fucking thing, okay? We all know what Viola is doing. Viola is doing Viola right now, which is totally getting into fucking character, okay? Spitting and everything, screaming and howling is going down, okay? He puts a gun up under his neck and says that he will kill himself to make this right with her because he loves her. She tells him to fucking do it. What you thought I was gonna pause for the cause? Do it! Tell him to fucking do it. Shoot your head off. Then do it. You can't give me my baby back. Kill yourself, nigga. Kill yourself. I mean it literally. Okay, kill yourself. Bonnie comes in. Don't do it, Frank. Don't do it. We can't get through this if you do this. She's just saying that because she's so hurt. Please don't do it. And I'm like, please. Okay, this nigga is off the hinge. Maybe this is for the best. Okay, especially if they can just say that he killed Lila, Rebecca, and and then, like, come on. Like, I didn't know he was doing it. He told me everything, and then he killed himself right in front of me and get everybody off scot-free. He blame everything on him. Okay, they can totally do that. They still might do that. Okay, so him having that gun to his neck was basically making me feel like Frank is the dead body in the house. Okay, when we jump to 1 week later. All right, now I don't know how it waits to happen 1 week later, but I'm thinking that's where we at with it. All right, we get to the 1 week later, and Connor is fucking Thomas. You know, the dude that's really into Oliver. Yeah, he kind of put the pause on the calls when they was having sex when he found out that he was past. But now he's trying to get him back and shit. Connor goes and fucks him because he's mad at what Oliver said about him being damaged. And I'm just like, wow. Proving how damaged you are, aren't ya? Aren't ya? Aren't ya? You're just a little damaged one, aren't ya? You're just damaged, aren't ya? Aren't we all? So yeah, you guys, that was How to Get Away with Murder. Hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. Touch my swag,